So continuing with carbon and its compound, the fourth unit of 10th class, let us now solve some textbook questions. So question number 1 from textbook is, draw electron dot structure of CO2. For these types of questions, you first of all complete the octet of these two atoms. Carbon has 4 valence electron, can form 2 bonds. Oxygen is having the 6 valence electron. It can also form 2 bonds by sharing 2 electrons. So the carbon shares 2 electrons with one oxygen on one side and share 2 electrons with other oxygen on the other side. So this is the electron dot structure of your oxygen molecule. All of these atoms, they are having 8 electrons in their valence shell. So this is the electron dot structure of CO2. Then we have question number 2. Draw electron dot structure of S8 molecule. S8 molecule has a W type of structure. It is called as puckered ring structure, where each sulfur is forming 2 covalent bonds and is having 2 lone pair of electrons. So these bonds, they are formed and 2 electrons. Since sulfur was having 6 electrons, 2 electrons they got shared among the sulfur atoms and 2 pairs of electrons they are remained as such. Or this structure can be transferred into this structure. This is the structure. We will be having 2, 5, 7. We should have 8 sulfur here, 3 sulfur. We are having 5 sulfur on upper side, 3 sulfur on lower side. So we are having these 5 sulfur, 3 here. So this is the electron dot structure of the sulfur molecule. Each sulfur is having 2 lone pair of electrons. They are shown separately. Then we have the next. How many structural isomers are possible for pentane? Pentane is your, give isomers of pentane. Pentane is having 5 carbon structure. To make the first of all chain of 5 carbon, complete their valency. This will be CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-pentane. Then we have another structure where 4 carbons, they are taken in straight chain. 5th carbon comes in the side chain. This is isopentane. Then we have next structure where 3 carbon chain is made and 2 carbon, they are present as side chain. This is neopentane. So these are the isomers of the pentane. What are the 2 properties of the carbon which led to the huge number of compounds formed by it? First property, carbon has the wonderful property of catenation, due to which it is having the ability to form straight chain, branch chain and cyclic compounds. Secondly, it has a tetracovalency. Each carbon can form 4 covalent bond, due to which it can form single bond as well as double bond as well as triple bond. Then what will be the formula and electron dot structure of pentane? So we'll be doing now electron dot structure of pentane. cyclopentane rather. So first of all we draw a pentagon for this. This is cyclopentane. Each terminal is having the hydrogen, two hydrogens. And each of this line, it also represents two electrons. So this is electron dot structure of the cyclopentane. Then you will rub these small lines from here. Only then it will give you the electron dot structure. So these lines, they are to be rubbed later on, because if electrons are shown, then there is no need of showing these lines. This is electron dot structure of cyclopentane. Then we have draw the structure of the following compound. First is ethanoic acid. Now ethanoic acid, as we know, it is CH3COOH. Draw the structure of ethanoic acid. It will be CH3 C double bond OOH. This is ethanoic acid, 2 carbon carboxylic acid. Then we have the next. Draw the structure of your bromopentane. Bromopentane, 5 carbon chain is made and carbon number 1 is given bromo. Valency of each carbon is made 4. By giving required number of hydrogen to each carbon. This is bromopentane. Then we have butanone. Butanone is 4 carbon compound, 2 carbon is changed into ketonic group. So this is the structure of butanone. Then we have the fourth part of it, that is draw hexanal. Hexanal means CHO group, and we have 4 CH2 group attached to it. Last carbon changed into methyl group. This is hexanal. So these are the structure of different compound. Now how would you name the following compound, or what is the name of following compound? This is the compound given to you. First of all, select the longest chain, number it from that side where substituent is present. So this will be bromo 2 carbon alkane ethane. This is bromoethane. Then we have another structure, that is HCHO. This is 1 carbon compound, alkane, null is their name, methanol, methane, E is replaced by al. So this compound is methanol. Then we have next compound, we are having 5 carbon chain and carbon number first is having triple bond here. So numbering is done from this end where double bond is started. So it will be pent-1-ine. Triple bond system, they are ended as a YNE, ines. So this will be called as pent-1-ine. So these are the structure of the compound which are given to us in the exercise. Then we have the next. Why is the conversion of ethanol into ethanoic acid is oxidation reaction? So whenever oxygen is added to any compound, that reaction is termed as oxidation according to classical concept of the oxidation and reduction. A mixture of oxygen and ethane is burned for welding. Can you tell why a mixture of ethane and air is not used? Because air will contain lesser quantity of oxygen, but pure oxygen, it has a more quantity of oxygen. So combustion of ethane with oxygen is an exothermic process, and lot of heat is produced during this process, which is used for the welding. If we will be using the air, it will contain nitrogen, it will slow down the process of the welding, and less heat will be produced, would not be possible to melt the iron during that condition. Then we have the question, how will you differentiate between an alcohol and a carboxylic acid? Very simple test for this is, you add sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate to both the solutions. In case of the carboxylic acid or ethanoic acid, brisk effervescence they are seen vigorously, so it produces carbon dioxide at a very fast rate as compared to alcohol. So two samples they can be differentiated by adding sodium bicarbonate, which is accompanied by evolution of carbon dioxide. In case of the your acetic acid, the reaction will take place at a very fast pace. Now, what are oxidizing agents? Then we say the substances which bring out the oxidation of other substances, they are called as oxidizing agent. For example, alkaline KMnO4, acidified potassium dichromate solution, and we have pure oxygen, they all act as a oxidizing agent. Now, would you like to able check if water is hard by using a detergent? No, we cannot check whether water is hard or it is a soft water by using detergent. If water is hard, we cannot check it by using detergent. Then people use variety of method to wash the clothes. Some of the people they are beating cloths with the pedals. Some of the people they are beating cloth on a heavy stone. Some are brushing it heavily. Some are agitating it in the washing machine. Why all this is done? For cleansing of the cloth. It is done only to produce a stable emulsion, a stable micelle formation between the soap particle, dirt and the pure water molecules. As we know, the detergent or soap, they have two types of ends. One is hydrophilic end, that is polar part of the detergent or soap. Another is hydrophobic end, which is called as non-polar part of the detergent and soap. So non-polar part of the detergent and soap, it forms association with the dirt or grease or oil which is present on the cloth, while the polar part forms an association with water, and then strongly agitation results in the formation of strongest emulsion of the oil and water or grease, where the role of detergent is to act as an intermediator between these two parties, and when cloth is flushed with fresh water, whole of the emulsion carrying grease particle, detergent and water, that is washed away and our cloth is clean. Then we have second textbook questions. Ethane with molecular formula C2H6 has how many sigma bonds? So sigma bonds in ethane can be checked by writing its graphic formula. We have written it yesterday also. So it will be having 7 sigma bonds. How many lines they are joining in all this compound? 3 lines on this side, 3 on this side, 1 is present between carbon and carbon. So we have 7 sigma bonds in case of the ethane. Then butanone is a 4 carbon compound with functional group. Butanone, as the name indicates, it may contain ketonic group. We have already done the structure of butanone. It contains ketonic group. CO is ketonic group. So if you are given other choices, aldehyde, carboxylic group, amide group, it is ketonic group which is present in the butanone. Then while cooking, if bottom of the vessel is getting blackened from outside, what does it mean? It means the gas is not ignited properly. It is leaving unoxidized carbon which is forming a layer at the lower side of the cooking utensil. Then we have explained the nature of covalent bonds. In case of methyl chloride, it has all covalent bonds. This is methyl chloride. All these are covalent bonds. This bond is polar, it will be having negative charge. This carbon will be having positive charge. So this is called a polar covalent bond. They are less polar as compared to the CCl bond. Draw the electron dot structure for ethanoic acid, H2S. This is our question. Draw electron dot structures of ethanoic acid, H2S, ethanol, and you have the propanone, F2. First structure is electron dot structure. We will be having 3 hydrogen on this carbon. shown by 3 pair of electrons, 2 pair on this side, 4 electrons on this side, 2 electrons on this side of oxygen, 2 electrons. They are shown by lone pair. This is structure of acetic acid. Then we have H2S. 1 electron of sulfur is shared with each hydrogen, and 2 electron pair they are left as lone pairs. Then we have ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol have 2 carbon chain, and this carbon is having hydrogen. This is ethyl alcohol. Then we have propanol. This is propanol. Then we have F2 molecule. F2 has to share only 1 electron. It is having 3 lone pairs of electron. They are present on each fluorine. So this is your F2 molecule. So these are the electron drought structures of the compound which were given to us. Now we come to what is homologous series. We have already done this question. Homologous series is the series of structurally similar compound where adjacent member they differ by CH2 group. Adjacent member they are called as homologues, which are differing by CH2 group. The whole of the series has the same general formula that all the members they can be synthesized from similar methods of preparation. They have similar chemical properties and their physical properties they show regular change when the number of carbon atom or surface area of the molecule increases. Then we have the next, how will you differentiate between ethanoic acid and ethanol? We have already done this question. Ethanoic acid and ethanol they have different boiling and melting point. Secondly, when they are treated with the sodium carbonate, ethanoic acid reacts at fast rate, reacts vigorously to produce brisk effervescence due to evolution of carbon dioxide, which is not seen in case of the ethyl alcohol. So no reaction of ethyl alcohol takes place with the sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate. Then we have, why does micelle formation takes place when soap is added to water? Will a micelle be formed in other solvents such as ethanol also? Soap is the sodium salt of long fatty acid, or it is potassium salts of the fatty acid, having 2 ends. One is hydrophilic end, which is a polar end, that is COONA part. Another is hydrophobic end, which is non-polar, that is alkyl group. So whenever soap is present in larger concentration, the particles they are closer to each other. The alkyl group they are feeling strong van der Waals forces among themselves. They get associated together, forming a star-shaped picture or star-shaped molecule, which is called as micelle. In this micelle, the R group they are present in the center, and they are joining with the oil part, and the polar COONA group it will be present outside. So it will be having a shape just like starfish. And then why are the carbon and its compound they are used as fuels in most of the applications? Because they have high percentage of carbon, and when these compounds they are ignited, they produce carbon dioxide and water. Along with this, large amount of heat is evolved due to exothermic nature of these combustion reactions. The carbon compounds they are generally used as fuels in our domestic purposes, as well as in the vehicles, as well as in the rockets and number of cells. Explain the formation of scum when hard water is treated with soap. So hard water when treated with soap, the magnesium that displaces sodium from the soap and produces a sticky substance that is called as magnesium stearate. These are calcium stearate, or these are the magnesium and calcium salts of higher fatty acids, and these stick to the cloth. They have no cleansing role to play. Therefore, cloth will not get cleaned in hard water by using the soap. Then what change will you observe if you test soap with litmus paper, red and blue? Soap is a sodium salt of fatty acid, and when it dissolves in water, it produces caustic soda, which is a strong base. So keep in mind BRB. If it is base, that is B, red litmus will change into blue, but blue litmus would not be affected by this. So in this case, its water solution will be slightly alkaline and will turn red litmus into blue. What is hydrogenation? What is the industrial application of hydrogenation? Hydrogenation is the phenomenon of addition of hydrogen gas to the compound which are having unsaturated double bonds or triple bonds in them. This reaction is called as hydrogenation reaction. In industry, vegetable oil, they are changed into vegetable ghee by passing hydrogen gas in the presence of nickel through these oils at a temperature around about 500 Kelvin. So vegetable oil, they are changed into vegetable ghee by passing hydrogen gas through your vegetable oils. So this is the industrial application and used to prepare vanaspati ghee from these oils. Then we have which of the following hydrocarbon undergo addition reaction. So you identify the hydrocarbon which is having double number of hydrogen than carbon, that is alkene, or which is having two hydrogen less than the double number of the carbon in the compound. They will undergo the reaction of unsaturation and they will be unsaturated hydrocarbon. For example, we are having formula C2H6, that is ethane. It has no double bond, so no reaction is possible here. It is a saturated compound. Then we have formula C3H8. Now if you see, again two hydrogens are more than the double the number of carbon atom. C3H8, 3 carbon, double is 6 plus 2, so it is again alkane. Then we have C3H6, it is alkene. If hydrogen number is double that of carbon number, it is alkene. It is also an unsaturated compound and it can take up chlorine water or bromine water. Their color will disappear, or it can be treated with alkaline KMnO4. The color of KMnO4 will disappear from the solution. Then we have C2H2. It is having equal number of carbon and hydrogen, so it will be having a triple bond. So these molecules, they react at a very fast pace with the bromine water or alkaline KMnO4 or with chlorine water. So due to high unsaturation in this case. Then we have methane. Methane will be not reacting with the bromine, liquid water, bromine, or with alkaline KMnO4. Now what is the mechanism of cleansing action of the soap? Very simple. When soap is applied on the fabric which is having grease or oil on its surface, then soap particles, they have the two ends. One is polar end, which is called as hydrophilic end, and another is non-polar end, which is called as hydrophobic end. The hydrophobic end, that is alkyl group, it forms van der Waals force with the oil or grease which is present on the dirt, and the polar part of the soap or detergent, that is COONA or SO3Na in case of detergent, this polar part form association with water. So this detergent act as a intermediator. On one hand it will be holding the oil or grease, on other hand it will be holding water particles, and when this cloth is agitated strongly, the emulsion becomes more stronger and stronger. Then it is flushed with the fresh water. This emulsion goes off along with the stream of water, and our cloth that get cleaned up. So this is the way how cleansing action of the soaps or detergent that is being performed. It is also called as emulsification, through a cleansing action of the soap through emulsification or through micelle formation or through lowering of interfacial tension between grease, oil or water. Then write the structure of homologues of the each C2H4. C2H4 homologue will be add CH2 to it, you will be getting C3H6. If you reduce CH2 to it, you will get CH2, that is not a stable compound. Then again add CH2, you will get C4H8. These are the homologues, the next members by adding CH2 group. Then we have to write homologues of C4H6. You have to do nothing, add one carbon, two hydrogen. We get C5H8 here. Again add one carbon, two hydrogen, we get this structure. So these are the homologues of this family. Write name and structure of an alcohol with 3 carbon. So not difficult question. You make the 3 carbon chain, write OH group at one end, whether here or here. Then you satisfy each carbon with hydrogens to make it tetravalent. कार्बन इज ऑलवेज टेट्रावेलेंट, 4 वैलेंसी इसकी पूरी करनी है बेटा. यहाँ 2 बॉन्ड बन चुके थे, मैंने 2 हाइड्रोजन लगाए, यहाँ 2 बॉन्ड बन गए, 2 हाइड्रोजन लगाए, यहाँ पे 2 बॉन्ड बन चुके थे, 2 हाइड्रोजन, या 1 बॉन्ड बना था तो 3 हाइड्रोजन. दिस इज ए 3 कार्बन अल्कोहल which is having OH groups. It will show the alcoholic characteristics. Now why CH2 does not exist? The reason is very much clear. It will not complete the tetravalency of carbon. 2 valency they are remain free, so CH2 cannot be a stable compound here. Write the number of covalent bonds which are present in the propane molecule. So in propane molecule you will be having this hydrogen, this is propane. Now 3 1 4 3 7 10 sigma bonds will be present in case of the propane. Carbon tetrachloride is not a good conductor of electricity. The reason is it does not produce ions in the aqueous solution, so it will not conduct. Ions are necessary to produce conductivity. Write name and formula of the alkyne having 4 carbon atoms. So 4 carbon, you make the chain of 4 carbon, 1 2 3 and 4. You introduce triple bond here. Now make it tetravalent. 3 bonds formed, 1 hydrogen, 4 bond formed, 1 hydrogen, here 2 bond formed, 4 minus 2, 2 hydrogen here, 1 bond formed, 3 hydrogen they are attached to it. Then we have which gas will be evolved if sodium bicarbonate is added to solution of tartaric acid. So whenever there is carboxylic acid, the term is acid, then it will definitely produce carbon dioxide on reaction with sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydroxide. Then what happens when soap solution is added to soft water and a hard water? When soap solution is added to soft water, it will produce froth, but in hard water it will not produce froth, but it will produce a sticky substance which will stick to the cloth or fabric. Now what is catenation? The phenomenon of self-linkage, where atoms of one kind, the atoms of one element, they got linked together through covalent bonds and giving variety of compounds. Then complete the reaction, that is CH3COOH combines with ethyl alcohol. What will be the product? This reaction is a esterification reaction. It will give you ester plus water, and this reaction takes place in H positive ion, or it takes place in the presence of sulfuric acid. So this is a very important reaction. We have already done this reaction. This is also called as saponification reaction. Then we have few more questions. A vegetable oil contains 2 double bonds in its molecules. How many moles of hydrogen are needed? Or if it has 2 double bonds, 2 moles of hydrogen will be needed, because 1 mole of hydrogen is needed for 1 double bond. 2 double bond will need 2 moles of hydrogen molecules. Write names and functional group in propanone. Propanone is a 3 carbon compound, where the middle carbon can be changed into ketonic group. Functional group is ketone. Then we have next, write the functional group and name of the compound. 3 carbon carboxylic acid. This is called as propanoic acid. Functional group is carboxylic group here. It is propanoic acid. Then name 4th member of alkene series. 4th member of alkene series will be pentene, because alkene series started from 2 carbon, go on adding 1 1 1, you will be getting pentene here. Now what is alcoholic functional group? It is OH. What is carboxylic functional group? It is COOH. Now what is the formula of butane? It is a 4 carbon system and it will be having triple bond in the starting. This is butane. How many molecules of hydrogen will be consumed by this compound? Since it has only one double bond, one molecule of hydrogen will be consumed in the presence of nickel, and you will get the product CH3 twice, CH single bond, CH3 twice. So it will be taking one hydrogen molecule. Now specify any 3 rules of nomenclature of the organic compound. Then first of all, the name of the organic compound, it consists of 3 parts, that is prefix, word root and suffix. Prefix, these are the series of words for the substituents which are not fallen in the selected chain, and then suffix, it represents the nature of functional group, and word root, it tells us about the number of carbons which are present in the compound. And secondly, the chain, selected chain is numbered from that side which gives lowest number to the substituted carbon, and then other groups are being numbered. And then name of the compound, it should be written as one word, where numbers they are separated by commas, number and name they are separated by hyphen. So these are the some questions of this unit carbon and its compound. So up to now we have discussed the 4 units of 10th class, and in our next lecture we will be taking the 5th unit of the 10th class, that will be the periodic families or periodic classification of the elements, and that is very important chapter. We'll take it in the next lecture. Thank you.